Advocado.
Perfect. Hey everyone, we're Advocado, and we exist to increase the value of advertising by transforming TV ads into a real-time bidding trigger for search and other digital platforms. Last year, I was on the Collision stage sharing a vision. Today, I'm here to share our reality. 94% of us watch TV with a connected device nearby, and 66% of us have admitted to consulting that device when something on TV captures our interest. This is called a micro moment, and Google has invested a lot to both better understand and maximize these micro moments. In a recent report, 100% of brands studied saw an increase in search traffic both during and immediately after a TV ad ran. The problem for these and all advertisers is that there has been no precise way to amplify this impact when that moment happens. Well, that's what we do. Let me explain. You see, when a TV ad airs, let's say I'm at home in St. Louis and a TV ad comes on, within 4 seconds of that TV ad airing, our watch stations detect a patented watermark and transmit a message to our platform. Advocado then connects to the Google Ads API and retrieves the first position bid for each keyword the advertiser cares about. We then apply business logic and surgically right price each individual keyword. We'll hold this enhanced bid for about 2 minutes, literally a micro moment, and then reset all the bids back to their original levels to avoid burning budget. The results have just been outstanding. In our initial proof of concept pilot, we progressively increased search click-through rates by 98%. And when we partnered with Avocados from Mexico for their Super Bowl ad, they experienced a 2,100% increase in their web traffic during the activated micro moment on game day. For the first time ever, they were able to observe second-by-second data on how the Super Bowl drove online activity. We were even able to identify which specific keywords drove the most search traffic during that 2-minute micro moment. Since our proof of concept validation in 2017, we built out a North American scale platform. We launched out of beta last September, and this month we'll achieve $1 million in ARR. With a SaaS-based recurring revenue model that's extremely sticky, our results reduce after 2 days, so they have to stay with us. We will go from $66,000 in 2018 revenue to over $5 million this year because we sell both direct to advertisers and through channels like agencies, media companies, station owners, and even cable and satellite systems. It's through these channels that we're able to scale our revenue so rapidly. We've got a rockstar team I'm happy to tell you about. But more importantly, since launching in September, we've amassed an admirable and wanted list of customers and partners. Analysts agree that what we have is fresh and the time is right, as evidenced by recently being named a Gartner Cool Vendor in Advertising just this month. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Let's go for the questions. Do you guys work with Google in India?
Not yet. One of the things when we originally, we'd like to.
Yeah, because we run a lot of TV ads. We'll work with you.
Okay, let's.
Good pitch.
Thank you.
Sorry, I don't understand what activates the micro moment that gets your system triggered to look for keywords.
Got it. So there are 2 main companies in the U.S. that monitor television ads for verification. One is Kantar. Kantar licenses technology actually from our co-founders. So we control a patent that's already been an industry standard. So there's literally a digital audio patented encrypted watermark in the TV broadcast stream. So we actually have computers in 210 markets around the US that are actually watching for this 24/7. And as soon as it observes it, it sends a message.
Yeah, it's super cool. How are you selling right now? So if you're doing a deal with Comcast, are they selling the product as an add-on to a TV commercial? Like how does that work?
So Comcast is interesting, and actually we met them at Collision last year in New Orleans. Thanks, Collision. So they have multiple levels, right? So they've got the station, we'll call it the network, where they want to embed things at the national level. And so in that case, they would be our enterprise licensee that they would then embed. But they also have their owned and operated stations. those owned and operated stations, as well as affiliates, can come to us directly. As well, any advertisers that work with. So the great thing is, like, throughout the entire value chain, we can extract value.
Sounds like you guys have a pretty strong competitive advantage with the patent. What's next on your roadmap?
I'm glad you asked. Actually, we haven't released it out yet, but one of the things about broadcast, it's great because you can monitor it. But there's a lot more inventory, there we go, sold at the local cable and satellite level, because they can take a television market and break it into sub-markets. Theoretically, we can't watch all those. So we've actually built an interface. There are multi-channel video programming, whatever, cable systems. So we're going to work directly with cable systems and with station owners so that they can activate their inventory with a direct feed into us. We're also going beyond just primary advertising and actually integrating with competitive, and then lastly moving into OTT audience building by using the data of people that engage with the linear TV to self-define OTT.
Is the 5 million gross?
Yeah, so our ARR at the end of the year will be about 9.
What's the net? So
Great question.
It's part SaaS, part ad spend?
No, actually, we are not a media company. That is all SaaS. So that is all at our SaaS margin levels. Yeah, sorry. We do not sell media. So that is a very sweet raw margin on that 5 million.
Okay. The slide said like 15,000 plus 3% or something.
Oh, no. So that was what we charge. So if you're a direct advertiser and you're selling throughout North America and you want to use our platform, we'll charge you a $15,000 flat monthly fee plus 3% of the enhanced Google spend. That's your cost to us.
Do you do this over radio and FM and?
So radio is possible. We haven't built it out only because of the fragmentation, and we're also monitoring the behavior profile. So a lot of radio, until kind of voice-activated devices, was in automobiles, so we really don't want to drive people to search. But we are going to be testing it next year.
All right. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much.